Hi, everyone. So how do you train your leaders in leadership? I wanted to share a story with you that is a little bit disturbing, I think, but I think it's important to share the truth about leadership training. So I have a very good friend who is a manager, and she was sent to France for this top leadership training with the other directors and leaders in one company. And you would think that that's great, right? Like she should be happy, looking forward to it, going to a great country, having amazing time with other leaders, learning new stuff, and learning about leadership, about herself, stepping into her, power, gaining new skills, being able to practice and grow and develop, right? Like that's what I felt. I thought, wow, this is great. You must be super happy. Well, not exactly. So what happened was that she was trained by a person that the company outsourced the training to, who was with low energy and not very convinced about what she was teaching, quite mechanical in the things and curriculum that she was teaching, and the mood was really low. It also didn't start very well because that teacher slash coach was not able to actually build good connection with the team. And when there were some questions asked, the person basically gets scared off, and the energy was not there to kind of hold the energy of the group, of some anxiety in the group. Not everyone was happy about it. So the questions were kind of being a bit of an attack. And instead of that coach holding the energy, she kind of fell back and was not able to lift it until the end of the training. So long story short, the training was a waste of time for people who need to get work done. It was a waste of time. She told me that she was so pissed off because she spent a couple of days doing something that she didn't believe in. It was not really valuable, and she had a backlog kind of coming up every hour of that of that training, and there was even more frustration and anger than if there was no training at all, right? The training was not really successful. There was no value added because of everyone being closed off. So it might be even that the content was good. I'm sure someone approved of the content, but the energy of that front of the room leader, the energy of that person giving the workshop and connecting to people was not there. So it was really, it was really not good. It was boring. It was not coming across as something valuable. So what happened next is that actually my friend, after having to go to a couple of these meetings, decided to leave the company and basically said that she cannot work in this kind of environment and this kind of culture, that this is such a waste of time, that no one is listening and no one is really kind of listening to what's actually needed at that level, right? They just kind of threw the coaching and training, leadership training at the leaders, but they were not actually listening to what these leaders need, what they need to learn, what their issues are. So they were not being heard or understood or listened to in any way, right? So that created much more anger and frustration. I don't know if you can see that, but it can be really small difference. So there's nothing wrong with the company outsourcing. There's nothing wrong with getting someone to do it for you, but the results may be really, really opposite to what you want, and the training still will cost you a lot of money and or maybe not, maybe it was actually cheap. I don't know how much it was. But what I would like you to consider is to, first of all, start from yourself as a CEO or a C-level leader, or a managing director, GM, a leader of a company or of a unit. Start with yourself and start with your own work and your own leadership training and become that leader, and then be able to lead your team. And if you outsource to someone, know for yourself what that person can do or cannot do with the energy of the room, with the actual holding anxiety and frustration. A coach should be able to coach through that on the spot or outside in private, and there should not be this kind of situation, right, with a person who is qualified to do it. So I really encourage you to own this. The leadership and culture is not something that you can just outsource. You kind of need to go through it yourself. And then when you kind of qualify the person who is there to maybe do it for you, because you may not be the best person to teach your leaders how to be great leaders, except by showing them example, right? But some of them need the actual how and skill set. Just go through this yourself and know what it is, and be able to guide them through the process and answer questions and explain why you're doing it. And then it will be very successful, whether you do it yourself or you outsource that work. So I hope this makes sense. And I'm wondering what your stories are, whether as previously an employee or previously a leader, or currently what you're seeing. And again, I will repeat that my friend, who actually is an A player, she get shit done and everything completely, kind of perfectly solved. You don't have to worry about anything if she's taking care of your staff. She got so frustrated and angry about that thing and not being seen for what she does and not being appreciated, that she actually left. And now she is moving to another company instead of continuing the growth in that company. So think about the cost of doing something like that and the damage that is done to your best people if you outsource to the wrong people, not go through it by yourself, not actually buy into this, just maybe check what's on the list. Like, that's not the same as seeing actually and feeling the energy of that person delivering the content. And also, you cannot outsource everything around connection with your employees, your leadership. You need to be there for your leaders, and you need to have that be 50% of your job. Apart from the producing of new things, 50% should be really cultivating, nourishing your culture, and supporting your leaders so that they can support, whether it's your clients or your employees further on. So I want to leave you with that and challenge you and tell you that you absolutely can do it the right way, so that you can step into your full leadership presence and lead it the way you would be proud of leading. Thanks, and have a great day.